Good evening, cricket lovers, and welcome back to the Emirates D10 2023 powered by Fan Code. It's the final match of the night, match number 36, and it's an absolute belter. It's going to be Emirates Reds taking on Team Sharjah. Sharjah coming off a brilliant victory against Abu Dhabi, and they will be looking to go with back-to-back Ws and get into D10 playoff contention. Well, we have absolutely no time to lose. Abid Ibrahim is in the center with the two captains for the all-important toss.
All right, last game of the day where we have got two teams to battle, and it's Team Sharjah taking on Emirates Reds. Well, tell you what, Sharjah must be trying hard to get this victory. Well, Sanaul Haq to lead Emirates Reds, to lead Sharjah. It's Fayaz Ahmed, and I've got Iftikhar Ali to conduct the toss, who's our match referee. So who's got the coin? It's Sanaul Haq. Head is the call?
It is tail.
Tail it is. Sana, क्या करेंगे पहले?
हम पहले बैटिंग करेंगे.
क्या रीज़न है पहले बैटिंग करने की?
एक्चुअली रीज़न नहीं है, हम थोड़ा सा यानी एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाहते हैं क्योंकि अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम लग यही रहा है कि हम थ्रू कर गए हैं, बट हम ट्राई करेंगे कि जितना स्कोर हो सके वो करें, तो इनको थोड़ा सा यानी टफ टाइम दें इंशाल्लाह.
टफ टाइम उनको भारी पड़ सकता है, उनकी जान पे आई हुई है. क्या समझते हैं अच्छा टोटल होगा?
लाइक 110, लाइक मिनिमम 110, बिकॉज लास्ट गेम देखा है बॉल थोड़ा रुक के आ रहा था, तो चेस में थोड़ा सा इशू होगा और हमारे पास यानी इनफ स्ट्रेंथ है कि हम इनको यानी रोक सकते हैं आराम से.
टीम में चेंजेस?
एक चेंज है, उज़ैर को कल बॉल लगा था, उसकी जगह अक्षय, बाकी सेम साइड है.
वेल डन, गुड लक. फैज़ भाई, बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट टॉस था लेकिन हार गए, क्या करना चाहते थे?
वैसे मेरा इरादा था पहले बैटिंग करने का.
क्या रीज़न है पहले बैटिंग करने का दोनों कप्तानों का?
नहीं, मेरा ये इरादा था कि अगर हम 100-110 करते हैं तो जैसी हमारी बॉलिंग है तो वो 110 इतनी आसानी से चेज़ नहीं करने देती.
ज़्यादा ही फास्ट बॉलर है आपकी टीम में, कुछ ज़्यादा सरदर्दी नहीं होगी अंपायरों की तरफ से? टाइम क्या?
नहीं, हाँ वो तो होता है, लेकिन ये कि कवर कर लेता हूँ.
वेल, गुड लक टू यू एंड डू वेल.
थैंक यू.
Well, it is Emirates Reds who's called it right, and they are going to bat first.
Thank you very much, Abid. So news from the center is that Emirates Reds have won the toss and elected to bat first. Match number 36 of the Emirates D10 2023 just about to begin in a couple of minutes. Joining me in the comm box to preview this very interesting match is going to be Mudassir Ali. Good evening, Mudassir.
A very good evening, Ahmed, and an important game for both the sides. Emirates Red trying to come in the top two, and wherein Sharjah, it's a must-win game because earlier ECB Blues got a couple of points. Now they are at the number 4 position, so it's a must-win game for Sharjah.
Oh, absolutely. And here are the two team lineups for the two sides. For Emirates Reds, we have Abdullah Kayani, Ahan Fernandez, Akshay Putanvittal, Amar Badami, the leggy, Clint Birkinshaw, their star all-rounder, Mohammad Asif, left-arm spinner, Mohammad Irfan, another exciting young all-rounder, Mohammad Shahdad, the leg-spinning all-rounder, Sanaul Haq Bhatti, of course, the wicket-keeper batter, and captain, Shabik Iftari and Umar Mohammad Dogar. And for Team Sharjah, Fayaz Ahmed, Hassan Isa Khail, Khalid Shah, Mohammad Mudassir, Mohammad Nadeem, Sagir Khan, Taimur Bhatti, Usman, Uzair and Yasir Khan, the three Khans back to back. And of course the right arm swing bowler Zahid Ali. Two excellent squads, two talented squads, and an important game for both teams.
It's experienced Sharjah taking on the informed Emirates Reds, winning the toss and opting to bat first. An interesting decision taken by the captain Sanaul Haq, and they have defended 103 the first encounter against Sharjah. This is the second time these two teams are meeting in this tournament. It will be Mohammad Mudassir to start the proceedings with the ball.
He started the previous match off very well. Wicket in his very first over of Uzair Basha. So it's going to be Mudassir once again taking the new ball for Team Sharjah. Here we go. Match number 36 of the D10 is underway. Mohammad Irfan on strike. Oh, inside edge onto the pads. Big appeal, but it's not going to be given. Shy at the stumps as well. All happening on the very first ball.
This is the beauty of this game. He was under pressure. Irfan, a loud shout from Mohammad Mudassir, but the on-field umpire Waka was not convinced was just going down the leg. And look at that sprint from Hassan Isa Khail. A direct hit was needed.
Oh, that was very, very close. So they will get off the mark officially with the leg by Ahan Fernandez. He's had a decent tournament, 147 runs. Stylish young left-hander. Decent strike rate. He can certainly improve on that, given multiple opportunities to open the innings for the Reds. Chipped over the offside ring. Not a lot of feet movement, but he had the timing and placement and getting the first boundary of the night.
Off the mark, Ahan Fernandez with the boundary. He was not in control, but the good thing was he went on with his shot. And it was in the gap behind the square and behind the backward point. Starts with the boundary, Ahan Fernandez.
Most certainly some swing on offer here for Mudassir. As a very shoulder heavy action, slingy. Will get that late movement in the air. Let's see if he can get it right. He is looking dangerous with the new ball. They have a lot of fast bowling options, as Abid mentioned. In the air and just short of the cover point. They're running on the throw. Goodness me. Ahan Fernandez. Where were you going? You would have been run out by miles.
Straight away, thought of that single. It was played straight into the hands of Zahid. A one bounce. And look at that throw. It was a rocket. Yet again missing the stumps. A poor backup by Yasser, but excellent work by Fayyaz Ahmed. He was just behind Yasser, or else it could have been 4 easy runs. It's Irfan alongside Ahan Fernandez. 8 matches, 102, 12 average and 152. Not so impressive.
He's certainly a much, much more exciting player than that. Strikes the ball clean. Genuine fast bowling all-rounder. Let's see if he can get going tonight with the bat. Good start for Mudassir. Beautifully bowled right on the money, and this time a much better single finally from the Reds openers.
But what an entry for this fast bowler Mohammad Mudassir. Initially he has been left out of the squad. He was not even considered in initial 5 matches. Then he got a chance and he was excellent, and now the captain showing his trust and faith in him, giving that new ball, bowling the first over. And he has been perfect and brilliant with his line and length.
Oh, absolutely. He's become the strike bowler for Sharjah very, very quickly. A lot of fast bowling depth, so he had to wait for his opportunity. But it has come at just the right time. Big full toss, couldn't put it away. Just followed the left-hand batter there. Perhaps wanted to flick it behind square, but just had to punch it back to the bowler.
When it's your day, even the full toss, the advantage has not been taken by the batter. It was a dot delivery. So 6 runs have been conceded in 5 balls. Looking for the wicket, Mohammad Mudassir.
Steady start here for the Sharjah bowling. Getting that hint of movement in the air. We have seen that this was a lively surface. There was something on offer, especially in the third game rather, for the Emirates Blues fast bowlers. So let's see if it's about the pacemen dominating proceedings now in the Emirates D10. Nicely punched towards mid-on. Was moved a touch back on the 30-yard ring. So 8 for none, Emirates Reds after the first over. Steady start. Broadcast and streaming partner of the Emirates D10 2023. You can watch live ball-by-ball action on the FanCode app in India, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan. And for the YouTube, you can watch it on the CricTracker channel. For Facebook on SportsEye, and Myco, the app for Pakistan and the Middle East. It's an ITW Prod G and TPT 360 production for the Emirates Cricket Board. There's going to be a change in the comm box. I just couldn't keep this man out. He wanted to be involved in the action. Welcome back, Abid Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, AZ. I need to work a little hard, had to work a little hard to kick Mudassir out of the com box.
So it's going to be Zahid Ali, genuine swing bowler, sharing the new ball with Mohammad Mudassir. Steady start, 8 for none. Ahan Fernandez has a boundary to his name. Taking a look at the field, ring field on the offside and the leg side. Very interesting. There is the third man up already for Zahid Ali. They've taken a square leg back immediately. Perhaps test him with the short ball.
Cross seam. Interesting there. You see Zahid Ali coming across the seam here with a new ball in hand, where you're about given that job to do that little bit of movement. Yes, if you are not able to control the movement, come across the seam.
Nicely bowled, like you mentioned, cross seam, so it didn't swing, going across the left-hander, trying to punch the ball over the offside ring. Important for Ahan Fernandez to provide that strong start. Maybe Mohammad Irfan can chip in as well. Both elegant, stylish left-handers. Oh, right on the money. Beautifully bowled by Zahid Ali. Quick single taken once again. Nothing much you can do with that delivery.
Well, now I can understand why he bowled that first delivery across the seam, because he wanted to surprise the left-hander to bring one in. And I think Ahan Fernandez was expecting the ball to be going away from him on the second occasion as well. So it's a good tactic from the bowler. As a fast bowler also, you need to think a lot before you deliver one of our deliveries.
Confidence is high in the Sharjah camp after that much-needed win against Abu Dhabi earlier in the day. They desperately need to win all of their remaining fixtures to move into the top 4. Punch towards mid-on, but he's been posted back on the field. If he was in the inner 30-yard ring, that could have been a catch, Abid.
Well, indeed, my worry is that the captain has opted to bat first. Both the captains were looking to bat first. It's quite interesting because there might be a dew coming in as well. So it will be slightly hard to bowl second. But in fact, both the captains wanted to bat first. Is one way that posting over 100 runs and on board seems to be a difficult task. Oh, that was good delivery. Full, nice shaping.
Yeah, Ahan Fernandez not playing a shot at it. Bit frustrated with himself. 7 of 7. Only 2 deliveries remaining in the mandatory power play. Yeah, that was just curling in. Nicely bowled. Very, very full. Not even landing on the pitch there. But he's gotten away with it. Only 2 runs off the over so far.
I think it's been a great from Zahid Ali. So far, so good. 4 deliveries, only 2 runs given against Ahan Fernandez, who's having a good tournament so far. A bit of missed field. That one hard. That will not hurt much team Sharjah. They would like to keep the things steady there. Only positive I can see for Emirates Reds that they have all wickets intact.
Yeah, they haven't really capitalized on the mandatory power play run a ball stuff. And I don't see them taking the floating power play early either. So these 2 batters need to hit out or get out. It's as simple as that. 10 batters to come. There's no time to waste in a D10 game. They would ideally like to win tonight, the Reds, and move into a comfortable position going into the playoffs. Once again, he's going to bowl cross seam here. Or is it seam up? Let's take a look. Oh, beautifully bowled. Excellent execution. And that's a cracking over from Zahid Ali. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. 11 for none. So it's going to be left arm spin being introduced here. Mohammad Nadeem coming into the attack. He's had a quiet tournament as per his incredible ability, both with ball and bat. And bowling to 2 left-hand batters, interesting. but he will have the bigger leg side boundary. He's operating from the school end. Only 3 wickets in the tournament. Coming over the wicket. Inside edge and bowled. Well, the frustration was building for Ahan Fernandez. A nothing shot and he's been dismissed.
Well, excellent tactic this has been from the captain Fayaz Ahmed to bring a spin on. 2 overs from the fast bowlers has disturbed the tempo, and then bringing spinner. Wanted to heave it big time. Wanted to plug that from outside off to the onside. Got a inside head and chopped off onto his own stumps. Ahan Fernandez not impressive today. It's 11 for 1.
So the new batter coming in is Mohammad Shahdad. Started the D10 off with a bang, getting a 50 in his very first game. He's been a bit hit and miss, but certainly can strike the ball cleanly. Let's see if he can get going tonight. It's been a slow start for the Reds so far. 11 for 1 after 2.1. Mohammad Nadeem switching to over the wicket. Right on the money. And quick single taken. So confidently off the mark is Shahdad.
I need to do that. At least keep that strike rotation. There you go. That's a dismissal there. If you notice that usually the left armer bowling against the left hander, the ball comes in. And that delivery was certainly going away.
Yeah, he has that arm ball just drifts away from the left hander. Very well spotted there, Abid. 12 for 1. Mohammad Irfan yet to get going as well. Steps out and launches it over long on. Towering 6.
Well, that wasn't an easy shot to execute. It was, again, a long boundary on that region. The left-hander coming down the track and has given that almighty power. Smashed that one. That one travelled at the speed of knots.
This time just a glide down to third. And it's only going to be a single. Usman Khan cleans it up, but that's a nice shot to play. He knew Nadeem would push the ball through this time. He wouldn't flight it and just took a quick single.
Yeah, it's been impressive there from Irfan. He realizes the responsibility. There are certain players, meanwhile, it's been a firm touch and they'll try to take 2. This is great running between 2, Shahdad and Irfan. Impressive.
The fielding from Sharjah has been a bit lackluster. They've had a couple of opportunities for direct hits. They missed, and this should have never been 2. But they've run really well between the wickets. Good athletes, both Shahdad and Irfan. Let's see if he'll be willing to challenge that straight boundary against Nadeem. Oh, beautifully bowled. And even Khalid Shah got excited there. Decent over from Nadeem. 10 overs, 10 runs and a wicket. 21 for 1. Well, you're watching live ball by ball coverage of the Emirates D10 2023 powered by Fancode. 21 for 1. It's been a slow start for the Reds. Didn't capitalize on the power play overs. They've held the floating power play back as well. Only going at 7 runs per over. It's going to be Mohammad Taimur Bhatti. Right arm fast bowler, slinging action, very quick. Coming into the attack. He'll be bowling from the ICC Academy end. So it's going to be the shorter leg side boundary to Irfan. Let's see if he can capitalize on that. Bowled a really good spell earlier in the day, did Bhatti.
Yeah, he's been really well. Sharjah playing its second game. I think it's a blessing in disguise so that you really don't lose a rhythm today, getting double victory. Oh, that's been smoked. That's gone to the distance, onto the roof. Gave it all, got it all.
Well, all I can say is new balls, please. That one's not coming back. In the slot and hammered by Mohammad Irfan, clearing that front leg. And that went many, many a mile. Take a look at this one. Sweet, sweet connection. That disappeared into the night sky in a flash.
Wow. Wow. That's a statement. Well, that was a great replay work there.
Oh, absolutely. Great camera work by our team, ITW Prodigy and TBD 360, working in tandem, bringing these fabulous D tournaments to life. It's been exciting stuff throughout the last 9 or 10 days.
Well, indeed, I think a big thanks to this production team who brings these visuals live and gives us all the angles. Well, you talk about from a perspective ITW Prodigy and TPT 360, they bring this images 10 overs game. They make it look so exciting in every angle we have. Every time umpire asks for something, they're there to give the angle.
Oh, absolutely. And coming together, especially during the COVID pandemic, and they've supported our domestic cricket very, very well. So full thanks to them. Pulled again. Bang! Over cow corner. Back-to-back sixes.
Same region, same result, same bowler and same batter. It's a great battle between the two. Temur on a receiving end. This time he tried to bowl it slightly moving away from him, but he stood tall, wanted to pull that from the back foot. Look at that. Great connection, great work, and that's something we call it a slap.
It's not a shooting star. It's a cricket ball flying out of the ICC Cricket Academy. Mohammad Irfan. Incredible, incredible clean striking. He's moved on to 21 in quick time. Punishing over here. And he is dealing in maximums.
Well, I only can say that the only way for Temur to get back into this over is try to take the pace off, bowl the slower one, or perhaps bowl slightly full could be advantage, because we already saw Irfan is so strong when it comes to play the shorter length deliveries.
Oh, wide Yorker, nicely bowled. You were spot on there, Abid. This time he went across the left-hander. Very full and very quick. He can clock up to 140 plus here, Temur Bhatti.
Yeah, an impressive run-up that he does not really have a long run-up. Just few steps and he bowls that fiery, quick bowls. I think there is also a problem with short run-up when you try to generate a lot of pace. Most of the time you find fighting with the injuries.
Oh, absolutely. This time chipped behind point. There will be a couple of runs here at the very least. And you're talking about Temur's run-up and action. It's been developed in tennis ball cricket, what we like to call tape ball cricket back in Pakistan. Very slingy action, quick arms, short run-up. And that's where he generates all his pace.
Well, I tell you what, if in that cricket, if you save yourself not getting hit for a lot of runs, then you're a superstar.
Yeah, giving 12 runs is average there. Usually expect 18, 20, sometimes even 36. So Irfan back on strike, 23 of 10. It's a good tussle with Temur Bhatti. Full toss and sliced just over the extra cover. Long chase for Saghir at the cover sweeper position. Waiting for the umpire signal, but I think the height may be all right. And they've taken 3 runs. And yes, it's a no ball.
Well, you can't go on unpunished if you bowl over the west. This is a big over from Temur Bhatti. There is strike bowler. He's at the receiving end now. Yeah, I think it's spot on. Good call by the umpires.
Cannot disagree with that at all. And he kept his shape. And great running between the wickets as well. Khalid Shah a bit lazy. Why didn't he come up to the stumps there? Just doing the basics wrong here, Team Sharjah. 18 runs off the over. Still 2 legal deliveries to come. And it's a free hit for Mohammad Shahdad. Down the leg side. Well, he's just lost his cool here. 19 runs taken off the over. And he has to re-bowl that free hit.
Yeah, 40 already on the board. Despite those 2 overs of up top has gone really well. 8 and something, 6 was been given in those But 11 in the last as well.
Yeah, they only made 11 runs in the first 2 overs, and you're absolutely right. A short ball, this may be a wide again. Well, this is becoming a long over. And you did mention that discussion about over rates with Fayaz Ahmed. Well, he'll be worried again tonight.
Well, he said he covers it up. Let me see how he does now.
Good luck.
Yeah, no ball and 2 wide deliveries to follow. It's just that a lot of fast bowlers, and also you just try to give a lot of extras, freebies. You cost of run and time and headache for your captain.
Oh, most certainly. His head will be throbbing right now. Oh, good free hit delivery. Full and straight. Back of a length. And Shahzad, yeah, he's frustrated. He didn't capitalize on an opportunity. Could have just flicked it past the fine leg for 4. But 21 runs already off the over.
Yeah, I would say now it's been the time where Emirates Red has thought to cut it loose. Ahan Fernandez, the moment he's gone back into that hurt, Emirates Red wants to go strike. Now look at that current run rate where we were talking about 11 of 2 overs without a loss. Now it's current run rate, which is 11.
Bowled him! Perfect response from Taimur Bhatti. And he really enjoyed that dismissal. In swing Yorker. Right on the money. And he's knocked him over.
Where were you until now, mate? That one full delivery was needed. A bit of a movement around as well to do the job. It's danger man. Irfan who departs. Scoring well. Great inning comes to an end with over 200 strike rate with 3 gigantic 626 he scores of 12 deliveries, 42 for 2 Emirates Reds.
So the new batter in is the captain, Sanaul Haq Bhatti. But it's a decent start for Emirates Reds provided by Mohammad Irfan. They're going at 10.5 runs per over. But they need to continue that big hitting momentum here. It's going to be the left arm seamer Uzair Khan coming off a player of the match performance. Let's see if he can continue that good bowling form.
Well, that's managing. He's a very impactful player that I have been keep saying. He plays a very big role coming off player of the match performance, as you mentioned. I think the key is when he makes those change of pace. 2 at least there. Good running there. Sana alongside Shahzad.
Yeah, nicely played. Just tucked it around the corner. When it went past the fine leg fielder, there was always 2. Deep square leg was very square, more towards mid-wicket. So Shahzad, 5 of 5. Just allowed to take his time because of the big hitting done by Irfan. It was a quick fire partnership from one end at least. Oh, has he gloved it? Just turning and asking a polite inquiry, but no, it's been given as a wide. Hint of extra bounce there for Uzair. He just does hit that seam very, very nicely. But there is some variable bounce on offer on this pitch for sure. Take a look here. Just, yeah, leaping off a length there. And very close, but the correct decision made there for sure. Good take by Khalid Shah as well. Has had a quiet tournament with the bat, but certainly doing justice with the wicket-keeping gloves. Slower delivery, nicely glided down to deep third for a single.
It's always good to keep the batter on to the toes. Shock every time you bowl. And there is hardly any difference when he's bowling quick or bowling slower. That quick arm comes in all the time.
Yeah, no deceptive No clear change in his action, rather. You can see the fine leg is up in the circle. Will he try to just paddle one around him if it's on the pads? Pulled away and just going to land in front of the square leg. I was surprised by that quick delivery. Uzair, he is deceptive. Usually likes to rely on his variations, but he does have that pace to hurry you up as well.
Well, indeed, I think it's quite simple, and I think what batters are expecting when the bowler is coming from his school end, they will expect ball to be on the offside rather than to be around the pad area, as you mentioned earlier, because that leg side boundary is a little shorter, not little but too short compared to the leg side offside from here. Pardon me.
Oh, this time pace on, nicely bowled. Shahdad getting a bit frustrated, but the variations Uzair Khan has employed in this over have been right on the money.
I think picking up wicket is so crucial that if you keep on taking out the danger man, there is immediately an impact. You can see where Ahan was trying to hit bigs, he was dismissed by Nadeem, and then Irfan got going, but it was one good delivery, the toe crusher from Temur Bhatti to settle the score.
Fabulous delivery that was. Another change of pace, and once again watchfully played, but you've sort of balanced that expensive over from Bhatti. Only gone for 6 and 5 legal deliveries so far. So just bringing that current run rate achieved below 10 once again. We've seen that a score of 105, 110 is difficult to chase on this pitch.
Well, it was an interesting conversation between the two captain. Both of them says that they're looking to score 110 runs on board. That's what they think is par total. The fielders are on the onside station, deep in the crease.
Top edge over the keeper. Well, that's very unfortunate. Spoils a good over. Easily going into the side screen for 4. So the 50 up for Emirates Reds at the halfway mark. 52 for 2. You're watching live ball-by-ball coverage of the Emirates D10 2023, powered by Fancoat. Halfway through match number 36. It's our final quadruple header. I'm feeling slightly sad we're not going to have 4 matches per day after this. Shahdad, nice wristy flick off Nadeem this time. They're looking for 2 once more, but only going to be 1. So from tomorrow onwards, Abid, we're only going to have 3 matches per day, and then the finals day on Saturday.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the half work we don't enjoy. We enjoy the full 4 games. We've been spoiled a lot to get these games going.
Or you? Hammered back to the bowler, and I don't think it was a catch. Great fielding of his own bowling though.
Yeah, the spinners put a lot of drifts there, a lot of useful for the spinners. I think I just wonder why Sharjah does not believe to have a lot of spinners in the team, at least 2 to accompany Nadeem there.
Oh, absolutely. They had Hilal Afghan, who's a spin bowling option. Oh, excellent bowling from Nadeem. He's teasing them with those quick arm balls. Sanaul Haq is getting a bit frustrated, trying to get his bat underneath the ball, but it's just too full.
I tell you what, I think most of us does not know. Oh, that's onto the pad. Most of us, I'm sure that you all even don't know that Fayaz Ahmed can bowl that leg spin. He's too good leg spinner, but he's not bowling. It's been years since I have seen him bowling those leg spin.
They certainly need some spin options in this side, no doubt about it. Picked up towards the leg side. Does it have the distance? Oh, yes, it does. 1 bounce over the rope. Nicely put away by the captain of Emirates Reds.
I think that's what Nadeem is explaining. He said he tried to follow, but he didn't decide to play on the onside. That frustrates. A good over gone bad for just that one boundary. Overall, a very good spell from Mohammad Nadeem. 1 wicket and 16 runs is given. 59 for 2.
Taking a look at the batting scorecard so far for the Reds. Fiery start provided by Mohammad Irfan. 26 of 12, including 3 sixes. Ahan and Shahdad in single digits so far. Sanaul Haq just getting a boundary to his name of the previous ball. So let's see if he can get going. Still have the likes of Shabik Iftari, Clint Birkinshaw and Akshay Putanvittil to come. Amar Badami can bat as well. So they have a lot of depth in their side, the Reds. Uzair Khan will continue. Oh, trying to paddle it. Oh, brilliant keeping by Khalid Shah. That is absolutely world class.
Well, I'm sure that's not been too long since he has watched the captain of Chennai, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, that is certainly behind the stumps. What an effort.
That was rocketing away for 4, and look at that. Oh, brilliant. Saved a certain 4, supporting his bowler there. Had to take his eye off the ball, but look at that leap. Great agility and athleticism from Khalid Shah. Perhaps that will give him some confidence in his batting as well.
That's where Team Sharjah needs his services for sure. He goes big on the long onside. This fielder, it was not hit well. Otherwise, that fielder fielding it long on was Zahid Ali, who's a great athlete and a great fielder as well. Not just a good batter or bowler, but he's also a perfect fielder as well.
19-run partnership, but it's been a slow one. They need to keep up that big hitting momentum. One of these two batters certainly needs to go big. Shahdad 9 off 11 has been struggling. Once again, fine leg in the circle as well as the mid off. That could be an option. Try to go down the ground. Flicked towards cow corner. And gone for 6. Beautiful shot by Shahdad.
You can't be bowling to the pads because it's a shorter side of the boundary. When you try to bowl around the pads, it's easy picking, and most of the time they're looking for the delivery that is coming to your pads. Should have been better outside off, but it slight bit of a shuffle and the lofted shot, perfect timing, touching 6, just a flick of the wrist.
Beautiful shot indeed from Shahdad. And this time he puts it over fine leg. Wonderfully crafted boundary. He was ready for that back of a length and just hoisted it over the fine leg fielder for 4.
Well, they're not learning from his mistakes. He need to be bowling onto that off stump. More offer. He's offering to bowl around the wicket. You need to bowl outside off no matter what, because you're bowling from the shorter side on the leg side here. It's easy picking for the batter. Even the miss hit will give you 6.
Brilliant counter attack here from Shahdad. Now he's turned his strike rate around big time. Still surveying the field. He's a quiet character. You don't see him very animated off the field. Very focused on his cricket. And was it a 6? Oh yeah, I think it might be, Abid. Try to put that zoom in from your eyes. I can't see it from here.
Well, I can say that is maybe a 6 there. Because that's landing behind the boundary. We put it that for the third umpire, I think. Yeah, 6 given.
Oh, beautiful shot. Oh, this time pace on, outside off. He's looking innocently at the umpire, but that was certainly past his outside edge and within the tram lines. So 73 for 2. Final delivery of the 7th over. They're going towards that target of 100, 105, like you mentioned. Partnership up to 31 runs between the pair. 21 of 14 for Shahdad. So it's been a good counter punch here from the tall right-hander. Nice looking push down the ground, and he will keep the strike. Oh, they're pushing for 2. Well, Sanaul Haq was looking for the second for sure. It was never on. End of 7 overs, 74 for 2. Well, our broadcast and production partners, it's an ITW Prodigy and TPT 360 production of the Emirates D10 2023 for the Emirates Cricket Board. Fabulous pictures, world-class broadcast crew bringing you these wonderful fireworks of the Emirates D10 at the ICC Academy in the heart of Dubai Sports City. It's been a fabulous tournament and we're just reaching the crunch stage over the weekend. Thursday, Friday and finals day on Saturday. So it's going to be Mohammad Sagir Khan, the young all-rounder, to bowl the 8th over. Still no floating power play taken, so they have that option. Slower delivery to start, beautifully bowled. That just hit the pitch and completely died on its way going through to the wicketkeeper. But it's been decent batting from Shahzad.
Yeah, that's a good bowling there. But what I think here, if you just make the strategy here, Shahzad was very strong to the leg side, and now where Sagir is bowling from this end, the leg side is too big. Ask him to hit you. Yeah, there you go. That's been hit on the leg side. There is no man. The fine leg is up. Oh, you could have done better.
Beautifully crafted boundary again from Shahzad. He likes to play that hook shot over fine leg. Banged in and up she goes out of the park over fine leg. So it's been a flurry of boundaries and sixes for the Reds. And full credit to the Emirates Cricket Board for introducing this brand new team into the D10 as well, Abid. They've been a great fun to watch.
Well, I tell you what, it was Sharjah every time, and Fujairah used to be in the final most of the time. But today we have a team who's well away, in, probably at number 2 and number 3. Oh, keeper missing it this time. Maybe a chance of a run out. They will run hard. Well, another suite of collection from Khalid Shah.
And nobody told him to throw at the bowler's end. He had to think about it. And that is a costly run given away. Once again, that slower delivery bounced in front of him. But his eye was on the ball. He didn't realize he could throw at the bowler's end. That would have been a simple run out of Shahzad. Sliced over short third. And in fact, that might be 6.
Well, bowler cannot believe it. What just he saw that ball has went all the way flat. We're checking on that, whether it was 6 or not. But tell you what, that was a great shot. Use of the pace. One knee down and up she goes. And that hits the rope. And that, I think, is 6 here, maximum. And now it's Emirates Reds, who's doing all sorts of the damage to Team Sharjah.
Confirmation from the umpire. This has been a stirring partnership. Up to 43 runs now. Brilliant counter punch from the Reds. And Sagir Khan is under pressure. Oh, beautifully bowled. Back of the hand. Held it back. And that's a priceless dot ball.
I think that's what keeper is talking about. It's brainless bowling when you're trying to use your pace.
Well, that's very mean of you to say about Sagir.
No, I'm just trying to say what Khalid Shah is saying behind the stumps.
Okay, you can read his lips. 17 of 9 for the skipper. Steps out and belts it straight. Does it have the distance? No. Good fielding by Mudassir. And they're running on the throw. Chance for a run out. Oh, he's just made it. He's just made it. Well, all sorts of thrills and spills in that over. 87 for 2 at the end of 8 overs. 12 runs taken off Sagir. Well, you can watch live ball-by-ball coverage of the Emirates D10 on the Myco app in Pakistan and the Middle East. So go on the Google Play Store or the App Store on your Apple smartphone and download the app immediately. Myco, watch it, earn it, own it.
Well, nowadays, that's the app which I use the most. Now, floating power play coming in, it's been forced because...
So that's why you're not replying to my WhatsApp messages. You're locked on Myco. Please reply to me on time. You know I'm very insecure when you don't reply to me. So it's the floating power play. Third man is up. Fine leg is up. There is a deep point in place for Taimur Bhatti. Inside edge towards fine leg. Are they going to push for two here? They'll think about it, but only a single.
It's captain who wanted to get back onto the strike. He was not happy from Shahdad.
Well, it's a big vote of confidence for Taimur Bhatti that he's been given the floating power play. Clint Birkinshaw, he's padded up and ready to go. Looking like the Terminator there.
Yeah, if you unleash him, he'll smack you if you give you those 10-15 runs from here.
Oh, and his bowling will be extremely important as well. Swings the new ball. So the deep mid-wicket going out, and there's a deep point. Double-sided field. Pardon me, there's a deep square leg. Well, the mid-wicket went all the way out and he came back.
I think he needed some practice.
Just getting him warmed up. Right in the block hole, but inside edge past the keeper for 4.
I tell you, that's something which frustrates the fast bowlers especially. When he bowled well, nothing wrong you have done. That was extremely good delivery. That was the same kind of a delivery where he took Ahan Fernandez out. But this time it was just a faint edge. Chinese cut going for 4.
Well, is the rub of the green going against Team Sharjah? They desperately need to win all 3 remaining matches to finish in the top 4 of the D10 points table and qualify for the semi-finals. And this is a big score they'll be chasing tonight, Abid.
Well, I say there is no looking back if you leave this game out. It's very important game for Sharjah.
Onto the pad, they will appeal, but that was clearly hitting him outside the line. Couldn't quite execute that paddle. It was a good idea, lacked execution.
Yeah, he knew it, Taimur, but he will bowl full. I think he's also thinking about how to get boundaries more often than not. He's hit the 4 runs in the previous delivery. Thinking was right, but execution was wrong.
50 partnership has come up between the pair. Fabulous batting by Sanaul Haq and Shahdad in particular. But they need some 6s here. Inside edge past the keeper again. Well, it's an action replay and it goes for 4.
Yeah, well, I can only read his emotions. So as batter can understand that you cannot do anything about that as a fast bowler. Nothing wrong with your delivery, Smite.
Well, once again, it's all those fast bowlers that Sharjah have to accommodate in their playing 11. Taimur 1 for 29. Goodness me, that's an expensive spell. Fayaz Ahmed looking a bit concerned. Well, he'll need to pad up and score big tonight, that's for sure. Still 8 legal deliveries remaining. Oh, that one kept a touch low. It's a no ball. Well, the wheels are coming off here for Mohammad Taimur Bhatti. And it's gone for 4 as well. Can you believe it?
Leg by signaling umpire. There you go. It's a drama. Well, you cannot be asking any explanation. We've got a lot of cameras to cover that. You just go back to your mark.
Absolutely on the money there. Cannot dispute that at all. It's well over the popping crease. Kept low and beat the short third Mudassir. And instead of being a dot ball, it's cost them 5 runs. Goodness me. And a free hit coming up for Shahdad.
We're talking about 110. We are talking now beyond that. Bouncer on to the helmet. That must be a shaky one. A true response of a fast bowler.
It's been a frustrating evening for Mohammad Taimur Bhatti. And they're calling on the physio as well just to take a look at Shahdad. And I think that's very, very important to do. Top edge onto the lid. You just want to confirm, follow all the concussion protocols. That was a nasty delivery. Sharp one there from Taimur Bhatti. He's got that raw pace.
I think that mark of a ball as well on his helmet. He says he's okay, does not need any assistance. But we need Dr. Kiran. We haven't seen him much today. We miss him. Yeah, there you go. He's come off to do that concussion test.
Yeah, full credit to the Emirates Cricket Board. They have left nothing spared, following all the important protocols. And let's see. He seems to be all right, thankfully. That was a nasty delivery. And Farhan Babar, what is he doing?
Yeah, I think he's learning that.
Why not do some on-the-job training?
Yeah,
And yeah, just give him a refresher as well.
it's great. He's a lovely athlete, Farhan Babar, good wicket keeper, batsman, left-hander, but did not get a lot of chance to play for Emirates Red this tournament.
Yeah, perhaps his time will come nearer to the playoff stage. 103 for 2. This is already a big score. And now we find out why. Now we know why the two captains wanted to bat first. Sanaul Haq Bhatti, 23 of 12, has played a fabulous knock. Big swing and a miss. So finally, Taimur Bhatti's spell comes to an end. Plenty of fireworks, 4 sixes and no balls. 103 for 2, final 6 balls to come. Official food partner of the Emirates D10 2023, it's Radiant Star Restaurant Management. They've certainly kept our tummies full, and they've certainly earned their #1 fan in the form of my co-commentator.
Well, today was again a delicious food they brought in.
Yeah, I saw you. You just took my plate away from me as well.
Yeah, I'm getting the membership from them.
It's not a health club, it's a restaurant. So it's going to be Mudassir to bowl the final over. 103 on the board already for the Reds. Chip towards long off, doesn't have the distance. Fielder settling, and Usman Khan makes no mistake. So Shahdad, after playing a wonderful knock, has been dismissed.
Well, I tell you what, in the previous, all these games, 105 runs was the most. But now Mudassir coming in, knowing that the team is in need, and he provided that breakthrough, which was much needed here. Walking out is Mohammad Shahdad. What a knock he played. Incredible knock this is. 31 of 23 deliveries under pressure with 2 sixes and 2 fours. It's 103 for 3.
So it's going to be the big hitting bowling all-rounder, Umar Mohammad Dogar, coming in at #5. Let's see, doesn't have much time to spend at the crease, only 5 deliveries. Pulled away towards wideish long on. They're going to push for 2 here on the throw. And Sanaul Haq is absolutely racing through. Throw has not come in time. Excellent running between the wickets.
It's been good running, but I think it was a right man to face most of the deliveries from the remainers. Not a convincing throw from Uzair Khan. I think Mudassir is not happy with his efforts.
Well, he was the left-hander at long on, so he just had to get around the ball and get that throw in. And that was enough for Umar Dogar to make it back in time. Got away with that length delivery though, Mudassir. Oh, just sliced over the bowler. Mid-off is in the circle, and good fielding by Osman. Got the ball out quickly for a single.
I think that's what Emirates had wanted. They wanted their captain to be on a strike, who's smashing everything. 23, he's batting on of just 13 deliveries. The remaining 3 deliveries, if he faces, at least he can fetch 1 boundary.
Well, they have the short third up right now, but the fine leg is back. Interesting field set for Mudassir. There you can see. And that backward point fielder is very fine as well. Extra cover is up. Mid-off is up as well. So can he go over the offside ring? Pulled away. No distance on it. It's going to plug and land in that mid-wicket region. They're running hard for 2 once again. Big throw, and I think he's been run out. Great fielding from Saghir Khan. And Khalid Shah made no mistake. We go upstairs to the third umpire.
I think this is crucial wicket. Losing and having 2 new pair together would really help Sharjah. And I think, yes, Sanaul Haq has been dismissed here. He looks clearly short of his crease. and umpire will raise the finger up. He will have to depart. A very good knock this has been from the captain of Emirates Red. He's lead the team examples well.
Yeah, decent effort and had to sacrifice his wicket trying to get back. Gone for 24. It's 107 for 4. So the new batter in is Akshay Putanvittal. 2 legitimate deliveries remaining in the innings. Slapped over extra cover. That's a beautiful shot. All the way for 6. What a strike from Akshay.
Well, not an easy to execute immediately as soon as you come to the crease. It's your first delivery. You're facing the big machine. Mudassir was firing up. But this is clear, brutal, great hitting. 6 runs and much needed 6 runs.
Such a difficult shot to execute. Brilliant, brilliant strike. Final delivery of the innings. It's a big run chase for Sharjah tonight to survive in the Emirates D10. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a roller coaster ride. Final ball of the innings for Reds. Mudassir steaming in. Down the leg side, and that's going to be 5 wides. Disaster for Sharjah.
Unbelievable scenes here. Unbelievable. This target is ballooning up. It's getting bigger, bigger and bigger. Difficult wicket to face. You're going to offer freebies to your opponents. Nothing for the wicketkeeper Khalid Shah can do about that.
Absolutely no chance. Mohammad Mudassir has bowled a horrible final over. Just the final 2 balls and the wheels have come off. He had bowled an excellent spell till then. Now Team Sharjah, you can see the body language. They're under pressure big time. Final delivery. Just splice towards that square leg region. They're going to push for 2 here no matter what. Here they go. Throw comes in. Oh, and has he taken the bails off? Has he made it in time? I think they've got a couple there.
Yeah, it's Sharjah who feel the pressure here. It's been a big over. 17 runs coming off it. Yes, they have picked up 2 wickets, but 17 runs is too much for the final over. The last 2 over and the momentum is towards Emirates Reds, and Sharjah will feel the heat at the moment. 121 what they need to score and reply. It will not be an easy job.
Their D10 survival is on the line tonight for Team Sharjah. That is the batting scorecard for Emirates Reds. An excellent cameo from Mohammad Irfan, 26 off 12. Ahan Fernandez could not quite get going, but Mohammad Shehzad and Sanaul Haq Bhatti, that 50-run partnership in the middle, has given them a very, very solid score. Akshay Putanvettil coming in 2 balls, a 6 and a couple with that fabulous shot over extra cover. 20 extras in a 10-over game. That is just unacceptable.
Well, the bowling has been not so great apart from Zahid Ali, but surprisingly, he's bowled only 1 over. Well, I think the captain haven't taken the right calls at the right time. Mohammad Nadeem bowled well. He's given 16 in his 2 over and picking up a wicket. Wicket to Taimur Bhatti, but oh boy, he's been costly. 15 runs an over he's given. A lot of his score is given by Mudassir as well towards the end in the last over, especially 17 runs. He's picked up a wicket as well. 20 runs as an extras. Now that's where the difference is.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights. Plenty of them. It was Ahan Fernandez with the early aggression, but didn't quite look his fluent self inside edge and bowled off Nadeem. But then it was an excellent partnership. Mohammad Irfan taking on the left arm spinners and really took Taimur Bhatti to task. 2 massive 6s on the leg side. This was an absolute beauty over cow corner. But then Taimur Bhatti got his own brilliant block hole Yorker. But then this 61-run partnership between Sanaul Haq Bhatti and Mohammad Shehzad, they took on all comers, especially Shehzad with some sparkling shots. Mohammad Saghir Khan came into a lot of punishment of Sanaul Haq, and that was where the game started to slip away from Team Sharjah. And then it was Mudassir who did produce the dismissal of Shahdad. But then that final over, those final 2 balls, the wheels came completely off. That was the run out of the captain. This was his fabulous 6 over extra cover by Akshay, and then they got 5 wides down the leg side. That was very, very poor from Mudassir. So it's a target of 121 for Sharjah if they are to remain in D10 semi-final contention. Will they get to that target? We'll find out after the break in the run chase. Stay locked, don't go anywhere.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and it is match number 36, the last game of the day. It's Emirates Red taking on Sharjah. We are live from the ICC Cricket Academy. Emirates Red, batting first, have managed to get to 120 runs, and that is because of 20 extras that Sharjah have conceded. 26 came from the bat of Irfan, 8 came from the bat of Ahan Fernandez. Mohammad Shahdad scored really important runs, 31 of 23 deliveries. Sanaul Haq scoring 24 of 14. For bowling, well, Zahid Ali bowled just at 1 over, gave away just 3 runs, couldn't get another chance to bowl. 2 overs, 24 runs from Mudassir, and it was an expensive over, that last one from Mudassir. Mohammad Nadeem getting a wicket. Usman, and with him I think is Khalid Shah, not sure, but Usman Khan, that's the man on your screens. 173 runs he scored at a strike rate of 182, and with him is Hassan Gisa Khail, a strike rate of 156. So the batters have not actually clicked for Sharjah, and that has been a concern for them. Hopefully that changes tonight. Joining me in the combox, it is my extreme honor and pleasure to introduce my friend, my co-commentator, colleague, and somebody who's been very heavily involved with UAE cricket all throughout the years. Always a pleasure to have him in the combox, the esteemed company of Mudassir Ali.
Thanks a lot for your kind words, my elder brother Shoaib Ahmed. Abdullah Khayan is to start on the back foot, starts with the dot delivery, chasing that mammoth total 121. They have made a change in the top order. No Khalid Shah, it's Hassan Isa Khail. Alongside him is Usman Khan, who is on strike. Dew factor will play an important role. On the back foot goes Usman. There's no protection in the deep. Ball racing towards the fence. It's a longer part of the boundary. Couple of runs off the mark. Sharjah and Usman Khan.
Yeah, that didn't come from the middle of the bat, but it will be 2 runs for Sharjah. One of these two will have to bat all through the innings, or at least get 50 to his name. Making room, catch, and dropped. Ahan Fernandez there, diving to his left. That could have been a big wicket in the context of the game, but Ahan Fernandez just couldn't hold on to it.
Survives Usman Khan on the back foot. It was hit hard. It was in the air. It was an easy chance. He's having a poor outing in this tournament in the field. Ahan Fernandez survives Usman.
That's again in the air. Is that a chance? Yes, and this time it will be taken. Big wicket, big blow for Sharjah in this must-win game. And it is Hassan Isa Khail who will have to walk back.
Some banter. I wouldn't say it's a banter. Just got carried away the bowler. And he has the right. He has got the big wicket. Hassan Isa Khail out for a golden duck. Not in control, and easy catch taken this time. No mistake. And look at that celebration. He knows how important this wicket is for his team. Abdullah Khayani, the young lad, golden duck, nothing working for Sharjah in the top of the order. Is 3 for the loss of 1. Yet again, he came early, though he has been demoted. Coming at the fall of Hassan Isa Khail. 9 innings, 36 runs. Nothing much to talk about average and strike rate. He's not getting the runs in this tournament. Brilliant shot. This is the way you start off your inning on the back foot. So one bounce. It's a boundary to start for Khalid Shah and a boundary for Sharjah.
Oh yes, not a good delivery from Abdullah. It was short and it was asking to be hit. A half tracker, and he is very good when it comes to the pull, Khalid Shah. He's middled it well, and it will be a 4 landing before the ropes. There you go.
Very focused and determined to perform Khalid Shah. Final delivery. Abdullah Khayani to Khalid. Wild swing and played straight towards the bowler. Came in. Just a boundary to his name. Yet again departs cheaply Khalid Shah. Well done, Abdullah Khayani.
What a wicket this is. It was hit straight, it was hit hard, but Abdullah Khayani, well, he's taken that catch, and that's wicket number 2. Straight at him, and a good catch, a very good catch. This is a brilliant over from Abdullah Khayani, and Khalid Shah cannot believe his luck, but he'll have to walk back. First over done, it's 7 for 2.
Thanks to our broadcast and streaming partner for Emirates D10. 2023 fan code all over in India, and ARY, Zap and A Sport digital and broadcast partner in Pakistan. And on YouTube you have CricTracker for rest of the world, Sportsai on Facebook, and Myco on for rest of the world and in Middle East. Not rest of the world, it's in Middle East and Pakistan.
Well done, Mudassir. Yes, for Middle East and Pakistan and also rest of the world, but the focus definitely is on that. Clint Birkinshaw. First ball pulled and pulled well. So the counter attack from Usman Khan in this over. Brilliantly done. And that's 6 runs.
It's the battle of nerves between these two teams. Nicely pulled, always in control. It will be interesting to see the field position. A maximum for Usman. Clint Birkinshaw going for maximum on the first delivery. Better line. But nicely played. Managed to get the gap. Ball racing towards the fence. Now runs are coming thick and fast from the blade of Usman Khan.
Oh yes, too short and too wide from Clint. And he's played it in the gap. Backward point and it was in the gap as well, so it's gone for 4. Slower delivery, but straight to the fielder, Shadad, who's managed to keep it to a dot ball, so no run there.
Those were the 2 wickets, and this was the second wicket. Khalid Shah hit hard towards the bowler. A brilliant catch of his own bowling. Khayani pumped up, charged up. He knows he has got 2 important wickets for his team. Not in control, but just managing to get past that mid-on fielder. A slide from Umar Dogger, but what matters are the 4 runs from the blade of Usman Khan and more runs for Sharjah.
Oh yes, that dropped catch will definitely be haunting Emirates Red right now, because Usman has just taken the aggressive route and he's trying to hit the ball out of the park every time. So that's not good news, because once he gets going, it's very difficult to stop someone like Usman. Good delivery, good carry, good bounce, and another dot ball. So 14 runs in this over from Clint. One more ball to go.
What a counter attack from Usman, though he have lost his partners Khalid Shah and Hassan Isa Khail. Bulk of the runs coming from the blade of Usman. The final delivery. Not in control, but lucky runs for Usman Khan and lucky runs for Sharjah. Taking that thick top edge and racing towards the fence over the fine leg. Ends the over with the boundary. 2 gone, 25 for the loss of 2.
So 2 overs, 25 for the loss of 2 wickets. A good start, especially in that second over. They've got 18 runs. And the floating power play has been taken.
Positive approach. Got those runs in 2 overs, 25, and they want to keep that momentum going here. Fayaz and Usman. We shot a boundary for Fayaz on his leg side. It's Umar Dogger. We're bowling this all important over. The required run rate is 12 runs per over. Usman quickly moves to 21 of 9 deliveries. Current run rate of 12.50. Runs in Umar is Fayaz on strike. Waited and nicely played. No protection in the deep. Ball racing towards the fence. Starts the over with a boundary. A cheeky boundary from the blade of Fayaz Ahmed.
Tournament fours 5-1-9. And a lot more yet to come. That was just deft touch guiding it, and the short third fielder inside the circle. Result is 4 runs. .92 needed of 47. Still a lot of cricket left in this game. Slower delivery, cut again, and they take a quick single.
A bit surprised Shoaib Khayani got a couple of wickets in his first over, and looking at the points table, Sharjah currently on 5th position, desperately looking for this win to win this game and get those 2 points, and the only team so far in this tournament to qualify for the semi-final is Fujairah, pretty much sitting on the top with 16 points and almost for Dubai. It's the end of the journey in this tournament, though they have one more match left in this tournament. So Umar Daggar nicely bowled, just following the batter.
Well, some banter from Umar to Usman. Nicely done and nicely handled by Usman Khan. Yeah, that was a good delivery. Beaten. Wanted to make room and just the right time from Umar. I like this approach. I like this banter. I like this intensity between the two. Will be interesting how Usman Khan responds.
They both played for the same club back home in Pakistan. Umar and Usman. Excellent piece of bowling. Change of pace. Back-to-back dot deliveries.
Got the bottom edge of the bat. It was a slower bouncer, so played way too early. You could see that Usman was trying to go big against Umar. But that was a smart delivery. Good thinking from Umar Dogar. Short ball again, quicker this time. And Usman has played it along the ground. So good over in progress, this one. Just 6 runs from Umar Dogar. One more ball to go.
Mind games being played here by Umar Doga. Some 90 needed of 43 balls, 31 on board. Final ball will be Fayaz Ahmed on strike, looking for that odd boundary.
Pulls it and pulls it well. Waited for that delivery and played it in the gap. This is sensible batting from Fayaz, the captain, and they need a knock from him. It's a long due. 3 overs bowled. It's 35 for 2.
Brilliant piece of batting continues here by Usman Khan. He has the knack of getting those boundaries. It's new bowler Mohammad Irfan, and the first ball played over the short third man. Yet again a boundary for Usman Khan and for Sharjah.
Well, that's been played well in the gap once again. Back with a point, and that's run away for another boundary. Excellent start to this over from Usman Khan. That little banter has actually woken up the Usman Khan we know.
The star player of Sharjah is shining. Cut hard. Brilliant shot. Shot of the day. Using the pace. Perfect timing and placement from Usman Khan.
Oh, absolutely, and this is what we like about Usman Khan. When he plays risk-free cricket, he gets his boundaries, but it doesn't take too much risk, and he'll have to keep doing that. 78 or 40 required. He's on 30 or 14 deliveries, and for Sharjah's sake, he needs to keep going. Meanwhile, Irfan, he'll need to make a good comeback. That's a slower delivery. He was trying to cut that one as well. He's eyed that area, but picks up a single, gets off strike.
Clever piece of bowling, just coming into the right-hand batter. It was played very closely by Usman Khan. A partnership worth of 36 between these two. 30 came from the blade of Usman.
Oh yeah, I think it was not a very good start for Sharjah. They lost a couple of early wickets, but after that, Usman Khan has really pumped up and he's looked good. That's been clipped towards square leg. Fayaz Ahmed probably wants to play the anchor role. He wants to give as much strike as possible to Usman Khan, who's doing well at the moment. And I think Usman Khan needs to continue doing that. He needs to just make sure that he plays risk-free cricket. He doesn't take too many risks because everything depends on him. We've seen Sharjah falter as soon as Usman Khan falls.
And look at that open stance from Usman Khan. It's a shorter boundary on the leg side. He wants to take full advantage of that. Some sensible piece of batting from Fayaz, rotating the strike. Top edge, straight into the hands of wicketkeeper. Change of pace, nicely worked by the bowler. Big man Usman Khan falls.
Well, that's a very, very big wicket in the context of the game. Usman Khan was looking very dangerous, but an excellent delivery from Irfan. The change of pace really working for him, deceiving Usman Khan. He had no clue how slow that ball was. Gets a top edge and easy catch taken by the wicketkeeper. He was looking very promising, very dangerous out there. 31 off 16 deliveries for him. Third wicket down for Team Sharjah, 45 on the board. Right there, it's going to be Mohammad Nadeem, the new batter for Team Sharjah. One more delivery to go in this over. Another slow delivery that's played towards the covers. I think they will not pick up a single. End of a good over, very good one in the context of the game from Mohammad Irfan, picking up a big wicket of Osman Khan in that one. 45 for the loss of 3 after 4. Well, this is wonderful pictures being brought to us from Prod G, ITW, TPD 360. What an absolutely wonderful event we are witnessing here. Has been played uppishly over the fielder's head for a maximum. Excellent start to this over. Asif has been brought in by the Emirates Reds, and Fayaz Ahmed on the very first delivery has dispatched that for a maximum.
The chase is on. And with that maximum 50 comes up for Sharjah in no time, 4.1 overs. Fayaz quickly moves to 16 of 5 deliveries.
Well, that was a short delivery, not a very good one from Asif to start the over. A loosener probably, and over Amar Badami's head for a maximum. Now he'll need to pull his length back, and Fayaz Ahmed, he'll be very important for Team Sharjah. He's got that advantage of the shorter part of the ground towards his onside. So that left-hand, right-hand combination really working for Sharjah at the moment. Goes once again, it's in the air. And that time doesn't connect all that well. Amar Badami takes the catch quite easily. And Fayaz Ahmed, well, one shot too many, and he'll have to walk back.
Poor form continues. It's a shorter boundary. He's unable to clear that 55 meters boundary. Back of lane delivery, an easy picking, but finds the man in the deep. It's Amar Badami. Yet again, they are in trouble, losing those quick wickets. 51 for the loss of 4.
New man Uzair Khan, 10 innings, 127 runs for him, 15 the average, and the striker is good over 200. He'll be up against Asif. That's been played well, and that's gone all the way for a maximum. Excellent shot from Uzair.
Good strike on the very first delivery, waited and dispatched over the deep square leg. This is the advantage of playing the tape ball cricket.
Wasn't a very good delivery to start with. It was on the pads, a half tracker really. And Uzair Khan is a very strong man, can hit the ball really long. That's a good delivery. Better delivery from Asif, just outside off stump, darting it in. Uzair missing out on that occasion. So 12 runs have come off this over, but he's picked up that wicket of Fayaz Ahmed. Slower delivery, that's been played in the gap. But Umar Dogar does really well. Will only be a single. And that'll bring Mohammad Nadeem back on strike.
Good field placement by the captain. Long one was a bit wider. It was hit hard. An excellent work by Umar Dogar. Though they have lost those 4 wickets, but still managing to go at a run rate of 12 runs per over. Excellent delivery. A successful over, though he has considered a couple of maximums. He got that big wicket of Fayaz Ahmed, 58 for the loss of 4, 5 gone.
Well, we've had a wonderful tournament so far. The Emirates D10 powered by Fan Code. And it's an ITW Prodigy and TPT 360 production. Some of the pictures that have been brought to you are just amazing. They've been wonderful to watch. ITW Prodigy, TPT 360 LLC, excellent production facilities. And we've seen some of the best live action here at the Emirates D10 powered by Fan Code.
Everything is perfect here. Not only the production, but also the amount of cricket we are witnessing. Some good talent and some new talent coming up in the com box as well. A quick single has been taken on the very first delivery.
Yeah, giving strike back to Hossein, I think. Beg your pardon, to Nadeem on that occasion. And I think these two are key for Team Sharjah at the moment. If they can play the rest of the 5 overs, I'm sure they'll have a big chance to get this game in the bag. But Sharjah has been having a very fragile middle order, and that has been the problem. Irfan has been superb. He picked up that important wicket of Usman Khan. Meanwhile, this is played well. A couple of bounces, and that runs away for a boundary. Excellent shot coming in from the blade of Nadeem.
It's a seesaw battle here in ICC Cricket Academy. Sharjah chasing that 121 target, losing 4 wickets, but still managing somehow to get those boundaries. Pace offered and cut hard on the back foot by Mohammad Nadeem. The first ball they have taken that single, and the very next delivery a boundary, and the reason is it's a shorter boundary for Mohammad Nadeem on his leg side, and he would be fancying his chances against Irfan.
Yeah, the idea is right. It's just about the execution that they need to perfect. On that occasion, didn't try to play towards the onside. Played it on its merit. Slower delivery has been played well towards the extra cover. Are they going to come back for the second? Oh, yes. They make it quite easily at the end. Good running between the wickets by these two.
It was a play towards the longer part of the boundary, towards the deep extra cover region, and good running between the wickets by Nadeem and Uzair, making sure that they get those 10-12 runs in every over. Brilliant cricket overall.
Yeah, they've got 7 runs off it so far. They've got 3 more deliveries to go. So their required run rate is around the 12 runs in over. They need to make sure they get around 12, 13 and then wait for one big over in the middle where they can get those 20 runs and reduce that required run rate to go below 7 and 8.
If these two are there for next couple of overs, you never know. Brave enough to bowl fuller delivery, but change of pace working in favor of Irfan. So far 8 runs in 4 deliveries.
Yeah, this has been a good spell coming in from Irfan. 18 runs coming off his 1.4 overs. He's got 2 more deliveries to go. And if they can pick up a boundary here, Team Sharjah, I think they will be the happier side. That's played very sensibly by Uzair. Not trying to force that shot and just taking a single. Feeding strike to Nadeem, who's got that shorter part towards his onside, like you mentioned.
See, this is how, when you have a left-hand, right-hand combination in the middle, this is how you complement each other. They're doing it rightly as of now, not taking any chances. It's a longer boundary for Uzair. The final delivery, it's Nadeem looking for that boundary. It was in the slot. He missed it completely. Just a single, so a good comeback after conceding that boundary. Just 10 runs so far in this over. 6 overs gone, 68 for the loss of 4.
But it's going to be Asif to continue. Gave away 13 runs in his first over. That's gone up and high. And that's gone all the way for a maximum. Excellent shot coming in from the blade of Mohammad Nadeem. That was required for Team Sharjah and he's played it at the right time.
At the right time, a maximum from the blade of big man Mohammad Nadeem. He's not in control, but power unleashed. Strong hit, fetching him a maximum. A good start to the over for Sharjah.
Goes once again. Has he got it? No, he hasn't. That's been taken by Umar. On the rebound. Made sure that he kept his eyes on the ball and takes it at the end.
He continues to get the wicket even though he is conceding those maximums. Asif getting better off Nadeem. And Umar Dogga, the fielder, taking that catch. Yet again, he was trying to go very hard. Loses the control. And bowling it away from the right hand batter. A fumble, but a good take at the end by Umar Dogga. Half of the side back in the hut for Sharjah, 74 on board.
New man. Plays it straight to cover. No chance of run. It's Mohammad Saghir, the new man. And I think now it'll be up to Uzair Khan, who's got some runs for Team Sharjah. He's won them a game previously as well. Mohammad Saghir trying to force that one. Comes down the track. Doesn't get a good connection. This has been an excellent over from Asif.
Going for maximum, then getting better off Nadeem on the very next delivery. A dot, then a single. Conditions are not easy for the bowlers. Due factor coming into play in ICC Cricket Academy. It's a left-hander, Uzair on strike. Goes big in the slot towards the mid-wicket. A maximum yet again. The left-hander, power unleashed by Uzair Khan.
That was an excellent shot from Uzair. I thought it was in the slot from Asif on that occasion. And he just went through the motion. Look at that. Excellent shot in the arc. And that was out of the park. Good connection. Absolutely wonderful to see that shot coming in from Uzair Khan. And he's one man who can really take this game away from the Reds. That's a good delivery. Excellent delivery. Darts it in the block hole. No chance for Uzair to connect on that one. Another good over comes to an end. 81 on the board. 5 wickets down after 7. Well, that's the app where you can find all the content of the cricket going on. Myco, watch it, earn it, own it in the Pakistan and Middle East. It's an excellent application which you can download, very easy to use. And you can get all the content on the Myco app. I've downloaded that yesterday and it's really easy to use. You should as well, Mudassir. Meanwhile, Abdullah Kiani comes in. He's taken up 2 wickets in the very first over he bowled. That was the kind of start that Emirates Red really needed, and he's provided that. And now starts off well. Just 1 run given of the first delivery. Now Sharjah needs a lot of boundaries to come their way.
Coming back to your question to download the app, I need to buy a new phone for that. There's no space in my mobile.
Oh, it doesn't require too much space. It's a very small app. Streams all the data, so you won't require too much. Meanwhile, that's a good delivery from Abdullah Kiani. Uzair Khan tried to make room for himself, just darts that one in outside off stump, not allowing him to connect. And a rare dot ball. Gold dust coming Emirates Red's way.
He used to play a lot of tape ball cricket. Uzair back home in Pakistan. For him, it's 6 hits to take his team and get those 2 points Width offered, room offered, hit hard over the extra cover fielder, no stopping, a boundary yet again from the blade of Uzair Khan.
Well, that's a very good shot. It was in the slot once again. Trying to dart that in. And Uzair Khan not trying to heave it towards the onside, plays it on its merit through the line towards the offside and gets a very well-deserved boundary. Now, this is an interesting phase in the game. 35 required of 15 deliveries and 86 on the board. Uzair Khan still out there, 19 of 9. Abdullah Kiani picked up a couple of wickets in his first over and then has gone for some runs. There's a change in the field. Slower delivery that's been played well through the cover. Straight to sweeper. There's a fumble from Omar Dogar. Are they going to come back for the second? No.
Strong man. Strong throw coming from the deep. Though there was a fumble, but he recovered nicely and quickly. 34 needed of 14 balls. Saghir is yet to get off the mark. It's a typical regulation field for the right-hander.
Tries to go for that big one. Saghir on that occasion missing out. He's played 4 deliveries yet to get off the mark. This is not very good from Saghir. He's putting a lot of pressure on his partner at the other end. They require 34 of 14 deliveries. Saghir needs to go big in these last 2 deliveries. He needs to make sure that he connects and connects well. He's got the shorter boundary towards his onside and he's bowled him. That's an excellent delivery. Darts it in. No chance for Saghir to bring his bat down in time. Another one bites the dust for Team Sharjah.
What a night he is having with the ball, Abdullah Kayani. Right time, yet again strikes. Coming into the right-hand batter. An arm delivery. Was unable to open the account. Faced 5 deliveries. 5 precious deliveries has been wasted by Saghir Khan. 87 for the loss of 6. $87 for the loss of 6. 8 overs. It's a thriller encounter between Emirates Red and Sharjah going on here in ICC Cricket Academy. And good time to introduce in the com box my dear friend and my co-commentator Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Mudassir. Interesting next 2 overs. Clint Birkinshaw, first ball. That's been launched. And that will be another 6 from the bat of Uzair. And as rightly mentioned by Mudassir, he's only dealing in 6s. Doesn't believe in running between the wickets. And why do you have to run between the wickets when you can hit the ball so hard and so clean?
The calculation is simple for Uzair. 34 needed. He needs to get at least 5 maximum. He got 1. That too on the very first ball. A length delivery coming into Uzair and power unleashed yet again. Hit hard towards the mid wicket. There's a protection. Single has been taken. It's a new batter who will be on strike. Yasir Khan, the young Yasir Khan.
From whatever we've seen of Yasir, I definitely feel that he's got the ability and the skill to hit the ball cleanly. Just doesn't need to try and hit the ball too hard. If he can middle the ball and just time it, he will get value for his runs and value for his shots as well. But this is a pressure game. This is a battle of the nerves. And Clint Birkinshaw, he's experienced, should be using the change of pace. Cannot be bowling at that speed. 27 needed of 10. Tries to play it fine, but doesn't get any connection. So that means it's going to be Yasir facing the next ball and Uzair will be stranded on the non-striking end. He wants to get back on strike. He's itching to get back on strike.
Take single and get Uzair Khan on strike. So simple. Trying to be cheeky there, misses the line completely. Rare dot ball we have seen in last couple of overs. 27 needed of 9 balls. Yet again misses, going for that run, and good news is Uzair Khan is back on strike.
Well, depends. Good news for whom? For Sharjah it's good news. For Emirates Reds it's not. For them it's bad news that Uzair will be on strike now. That throw, had that been on the stumps, Mudassir.
Just missing by centimeters there. There you go! Yet again power unleashed by the left-hand batter, dealing in maximum. Risk has been taken on the previous ball, going for that quick single. The next delivery, a maximum from Uzair.
Well, again, not learning Clint Birkinshaw. You can't be offering pace on this wicket. That length is asking to be hit. That is a big sin to be bowling that length. Either go for your Yorkers or the slower deliveries. This one has been connected well by Uzair and short a boundary. So 6 runs. Yeah, much better, slower and outside off. Have they gone for the run? Yes, they have. So that means that over will come to an end and it will be 19 that will be needed by Sharjah to win this game. Well, clearly a cliffhanger. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. This game is not over yet. So 9 overs, 102, 19 needed of 6 deliveries. And the good news for Sharjah is that Uzair is on strike.
The gem of innings is playing. 34 of just 14 balls with the help of 4 maximum. 102 on board, 19 needed. Umar Doggar will be bowling this final over. Poor delivery, made the room and played towards the fine leg. Starts the over with the boundary.
Right, so the pressure is clearly on the bowler, Umar Doggar here. That was a poor delivery, really a nothing delivery. And all the time in the world for Uzair to play it behind the keeper, almost in that fine leg region for 4. So 15 needed of 5, and suddenly the Sharjah dugout has got the belief that they can win this game.
He has already done once in this tournament against Abu Dhabi, scoring those 50 and winning the match for his team. It's Umar Doggar under pressure, making room, hit hard. It was played towards the fielder. Not took that single. Excellent delivery, keeping it fuller. Though there was some room, but played straight towards extra cover. Ahan Fernandez, no mistake.
$15 needed of 4 now. That Yorker was executed well. Can he bowl 2 more of those? Change in the field. The extra cover fielder is moving towards cover point, and the sweeper cover is now towards the extra cover region. Long on, long off, and square leg. Short ball pulled again. It's towards the bigger part of the boundary this time, and will be dropped. Oh dear. This is a cardinal sin. You have dropped the game there. What have you done? One short run, but that doesn't matter. More importantly, it's Uzair who will be back on strike.
Trying to go big towards the longer part. Back of line delivery. It was up high, miles up in the air. Fielder settling. One of the safest hand, Mohammad Irfan. drops this catch. He was under pressure, survives. Uzair only, it will be considered as a one run. It was a short run taken. A low full toss. Now they are in control. The previous delivery, it was back of line delivery. Now 13 needed of 2 balls. Excellent over. After going for that boundary, good comeback by Umar Doggar.
Yeah, and now they should not have taken the single, I feel. He should have kept strike. He should have tried to play those 2 deliveries and try to get those 6s. But he's taken a run, and that has brought Yasir on strike. So the chances of them getting those 12 runs is even more less now.
The reason I reckon is for taking that single is, now if Yasir get 2 maximum, they can tie the match, and on boundary count, they can win this game. Because if it was a dot delivery, then 14 was needed of 2 balls. What has he done? Yasir. No communication. Brilliant piece of bowling. Umar Doggar. Yeah, there you go.
Good bowling this is from Umar. He's bowled really well, not only in this game, but in the entire series here. He has been the one who has bowled the difficult overs. And this time as well, gets that ball. They've not even a run for it. Yasir was not running. Uzair almost reached the other end. And there you go, Umar celebrating it before dislodging the bails. And that's the end of the innings and the game as well for Sharjah. Oh, slashes, and this one might just go all the way, but it's not going to help their cause because Emirates Reds have won the game and it has been a close finish. What a comeback, what a fight from the men in red. They have been spectacular, they have been audacious, they've been aggressive, and they have shown what it takes for a team to win. You need to play together to win together.
Oh, absolutely, and it's not a fluke. They have defeated Sharjah twice now in this tournament, and once they have already defeated Fujairah. It shows their class and talent. A good unit led by Sanaul Haq. They were under pressure, but at the right time, the bowlers got those wickets, and Emirates Reds at last winning the game by 8 runs.
Well, celebration time for Emirates Reds, as they will also be another team that will make their case strong in the top 4 and might just have qualified in the tournament. We will confirm that with the points table. But meanwhile, Sharjah have faltered in their run chase. And those 20 extras from Sharjah is the difference. They get to 112, but those 20 extras will have definitely come back to haunt Sharjah. 40 came from Uzair Khan. He was the man who brought Sharjah back in the game, but in the end just couldn't get those runs in the last over, and others were not absolutely not performing for Sharjah tonight. 31 came from Usman, but after he went, there was a collapse in the middle order.
It was simple for Emirates' captain. Use 5 bowlers, pick off the bowler, the left-arm orthodox Abdullah Khayani. 2 overs, 12 runs, 3 wickets in his kitty, and Muhammad Asif, another left-arm orthodox, among the wickets, couple of wickets to his name, though he has leaked quite a few runs. Muhammad Irfan, the right-arm fast bowler, 2 overs, 19 and a wicket to his name. Clint going for runs, but it was Umar Mohammad who made sure not to leak those 19 runs in the last over, and he defended it nicely. At the end, only 4 extras has been conceded, and Emirates Red winning by 8 runs.
Oh, yes, it was an early blow for the run chase for Sharjah, as Hassan Isakhel was out, and Khalid Shah also falling after hitting a boundary. Then came the partnership between Usman, who looked good, and with Fayaz, he tried to steady the ship for Sharjah. Both of them, the experienced batters, tried to take the game deep, hit some good shots and used the gaps in the field to their advantage. The ball was coming onto the bat nicely, and hence it was all about placement than power. That slower delivery undoing Usman Khan there, played a false shot and perished, and then another big hit at the wrong time from Fayaz cost him his wicket. Nadeem came in, hit a few shots, but then again trying to hit the ball too hard. The fielding was spectacular by Emirates Reds, and they held on to their catches, and that is why they are in a winning position. Clint was taken for some runs in that penultimate over by Uzair, who hit a few lusty blows, and in the end it was this last ball of the penultimate over where he just couldn't get runs. A poor start from Umar, but then came back strongly in that over, bowling those slower deliveries to his advantage and mixing it up nicely. That was the end of Uzair Khan's innings as well. That's the last ball. They got a 4, but it was never going to be enough as Emirates Red win the game and continue their winning momentum in this tournament. So that's how the match panned out. Emirates Red won the toss and decided to bat first and managed to get to 120 thanks to some brilliant batting from Shahzad, who scored 31. 26 came from the bat of Irfan, 24 by the captain Sanaul Haq. Bowling wise, it was a decent performance from Sharjah, but they gave away too many extras, 20 of them, that allowed Emirates Red to get to 120. In reply, Sharjah, they started off poorly, but in the middle, Usman and Fayaz Ahmed tried to get Sharjah back on track, but once they fell, it was always going to be difficult. Uzair Khan top scoring with 40 runs of 18 deliveries. Abdullah Kayani, for me, he is the player of the match in this game, getting those 3 wickets early, putting pressure and bowling an economical spell as a spinner in due conditions. I think he's done really well. 2 wickets to Mohammad Asif and a wicket for Irfan as well. Emirates Reds won the game by 8 runs. Well, these are the matches that we witnessed here today at the Emirates D10 2023, powered by Fancode. Match number 33 was Fujairah taking on Ajman. Fujairah won that game by 8 wickets. Abu Dhabi, they lost their game against Sharjah, and that was a big upset. Sharjah kept their hopes alive with that win, winning that game by 7 wickets. Emirates Blues versus Dubai. It was Blues who were the better side in that game and beat Dubai by 18 runs. And the last game of the evening, Emirates Red winning the game against Sharjah, and that might just dent the journey for Sharjah in this tournament. Emirates Red winning the game by 8 runs. Well, we've got the points table coming up next, and in this points table, as you can see, the much-deserved Fujairah are right at the top. They have qualified, but with this game, Emirates Red have also cemented their place in the points table. They are at number 2. They've got another game left, and they will definitely feel that they would want to stay in the top 2. Abu Dhabi is at number 3 with 12 points. Emirates Blues are with 10 points at number 4. Sharjah, well, their journey looks a little difficult. They've got another game to go, but that will also be dependent on other results. Ajman and Dubai, well, they are eliminated in this tournament. Top 4 teams will be playing the semi-final. So the race is between the top 5 teams, and in the top 4, it could be either Abu Dhabi or Sharjah or Emirates Blues as well. Matches tomorrow, we've got 3 games lined up for you. Match number 37 is going to be Emirates Blues taking on Sharjah. Match number 38, that is going to be a good game, an interesting game. 2 top sides against each other. Abu Dhabi taking on Fujairah. And match number 39 is going to be Emirates Red taking on Ajman. We are all set for the post-match presentation. We've got Rashid out there for the player of the match, and he will be taking us through the post-match ceremony.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 36 of the Emirates D10, powered by Fancourt. It was an important game for both the teams. Emirates Reds, who are in red-hot form, were up against Team Sharjah, who were desperate to win this game. Team Sharjah won the toss and invited the Reds to bat first, who got to a good total of 120 runs in their allotted 10 overs, and then started off really well with that first over coming in from Abdullah Kiani, picking up those 2 wickets. That really set the tone for them. They kept chipping on wickets and made sure that they never let them come inside the game. At the end, winning this game quite comfortably by 8 runs. And that was an emphatic victory from the Emirates Reds, who continue their good form in this tournament. Joining me in the presentation party, I've got Mr. Iftikhar Ali, who's the match referee, and the Player of the Match award to that man, Abdullah Kiani, who set the tone for their team. And it was a wonderful performance from Abdullah, picking up those 2 wickets in his 2 overs, 3 wickets rather, and just 12 runs. Abdullah, let's have a look at the camera and tell us the secret behind your bowling performance.
I just tried to keep things simple this time. I know I had to target the stumps because they have some good hitters in the side. I know they miss, I hit. So I had to target the stumps, and it worked for me today.
Well, it was difficult conditions for the bowlers. That you coming in, how did you cope with that?
Yeah, same thing, basics. You know, I knew that I have to keep it simple. Kept drying the ball, of course, and then because we had a good total on the board, of course, the batters did very well. So it gave us a bit of leverage that even if we do bowl 1 or 2 bad balls, we had enough score on the board to go for it. So yeah, it really helped the amount of score we had on the board.
Right, you were up against a very strong side who were desperate to win. What was going on in the dugout?
Since game 1, this is the thing for us. We know all the sides, they write us off. They think they're the biggest sides, and they are, like, actually, with the names and everything. But we are fighting. We fight every single game, and we're going to keep fighting till the end.
All the best for the future. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, that was Abdullah Kiani, who was the player of the match for this game. That's it from the post-match presentation. Do join us tomorrow. We've got 3 games lined up for you. Till then, good night and goodbye.